Hi guys, I'm Teddy, and my life without ping pong is like a broken pencil. Pointless. So, I started playing ping pong when I was 9 because my parents put me into a lot of different sports as a kid. It turns out I liked it a lot and I improved remarkably. So then in my freshman year, I became national cadet champion, which is under 15 years old, and national junior finalist, which is under 18. This qualified me for the national cadet and junior team, which is every kid's dream in table tennis. The team consists of only the top 4 players in the US for each age category, and the coach. And I was number 1 in cadets and number 2 in juniors for all of the United States. Being on the team gave me the chance to travel around the world, to places like New Caledonia, which is a French colony off of Australia, Brazil with my German teammates, and Korea. And yes, my hair was pretty long back then, and yes, those shorts are pretty short. And if you don't think ping pong is a sport still, or at least a not very physical one, my leg muscles beg to differ. I also got to miss quite a lot of school too, which was cool, you know, missing school. In my sophomore year, I didn't even go to school in December as I was in India for the World Junior Championships, and then came back to Las Vegas for nationals again. That nationals, I also finished second in juniors, which was a great experience to be on the team again, but I really wanted to become junior champion. So in my junior year, I traveled more extensively and to gain more international experience. I was enrolled in 3 AP classes, and managing table tennis with school became quite difficult when I was absent 5 out of the first 10 weeks of school. 5 weeks absent. It was crazy. Apparently something had to change. I was given the option of changing to online school, which would allow me to play ping pong and travel more in exchange for a more traditional high school experience. I was only given a small time window to make a decision, and I was panicking until I really considered what I wanted out of ping pong. I was tired of finishing second in juniors, and I also wanted to become men's national champion and make the Olympics in 2016. I realized how much I wanted that dream to come true, so I took the year off. I received a lot of criticism for my decision, and when I first told people about it, I got a lot of laughter and a lot of, "You're kidding, right?" And when they realized that I wasn't, there'd be that awkward silence where they would think, "Why would Teddy do this?" As if following your passion should be your last resort, after taking 25 AP classes, getting a 2400 in your SATs, and going to Harvard. But I didn't let that stop me. What others think of you is none of your business. People who are too scared to get off the well-worn path should not discourage you from what you want to do. Online school was interesting. I didn't really have a due date for any of my assignments, and that was pretty cool. And each class was like an online interactive textbook, with quizzes and tests that locked down the rest of the computer. I also didn't have a set time for class any day, except for 1 hour per week for each class. And that was kind of like a Skype session with the teacher and the other students. And above all, it was really, really easy, just because I could return in assignments that I failed, so that's cool. Anyways, back to ping pong. I trained 6 days a week. Some days I woke up at 8 to watch table tennis videos of my opponents or world-class players. I trained from 9:45 to 12, and then from 12 to 2:45 I did online school and rested. 2:45 to 5 I had another training session. 5 to 6 I practiced my serves, went home. 6:30 to 7:30 I did Insanity, which is the craziest workout program ever. 7:30 to 8 I laid on the floor and just died, drowning in my sweat. 8 to 9 I ate dinner and rested, and then 9 to 10 I lifted weights or went for a run. It was extreme, and some people think that it gets easier after a while to adjust, and that's true and not true. The easy part is going through the motions every day, but doing that doesn't make a champion. The hard part is to find the motivation and power day after day, month after month, to really focus on the training, stretching your abilities out of your comfort zone every day, thinking about strategies, ideas, what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. It's easy sometimes just to get lost and become a robot, mindlessly hitting a ball back and forth over and over. But for me, every training was a struggle to improve. I hated dying on the court every day, yet at the same time I loved it. I loved the challenge. I loved trying to control the uncontrollable, and it was awesome. And then after around 2 months of online school, I had nationals again. And I thought I had a good chance of becoming junior champion because, after all, I did finish second twice in the 2 previous years. And now I was training harder than ever. I didn't play so well, however, and I finished seventh, not even qualifying for the team. I was heartbroken and tears were streaming down my cheeks, and I was just very confused on why this had to happen. Even though it was fair that I lost, so I didn't deserve to be on the team, it seemed unfair to me that I had worked so hard just for it all to fall away. But I had one more event the next day, which was men's doubles. And so that night, I cried away all of my many tears, and I couldn't even sleep that night, but I told myself I wouldn't give up until the tournament was over. And somehow, me and my partner became men's doubles national champion and had our names engraved in that trophy. I became the youngest men's doubles national champion at the age of 16, and I was very proud, yet very miserable because of my dismal performance in juniors. It was painful, losing in juniors, but I didn't try to ignore the pain. People kept telling me, oh, it's going to be okay, or oh, you'll get over it, and no, I never got over it, and it never became okay. But not shying away from the pain allowed me to accept it and bring my peace with it. And I learned that although some things don't work out, it doesn't mean all things won't work out. As MLK said, we must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. I found myself continued training and improved immensely over the next 8 months. And then it was time to return to Gabrielino. It was strange coming back to school and a little bit hard to adjust, but I found it eventually, and I also had to change my table tennis schedule. And after talking about it with my coach, we still decided on a very rigorous schedule. Now, after school, I play from 2 to 4, practice my serves from 4 to 5, do homework from 5 to 7, 7 to 9, I practiced again, went home, and then had physical from 9:30 to 10:30. It was and is very stressful, but stress, just like pain, isn't something to be afraid of. It just means you're taking steps, scary steps, toward a more meaningful life. And then this last December, I had nationals again. I was prepared and in good condition. I was playing well, I had my head together, and I was ready for my last chance at juniors. But after warm-up day, my elbow and my forearm started to hurt a little bit, and even though it hurt, I played the tournament anyways because it's the most important tournament of the year. I didn't have the greatest results, but on the last day, I just had to default all my matches because I was in too much pain. And that really sucked. It really did. And now I don't have another chance at juniors, and I felt like a failure. I spent a year off of school. I did everything I possibly could, and nothing worked out. I didn't want to play anymore. I just wanted to take my racket, smash it to the floor, and grind it to a billion pieces. Even worse is that, I don't know if I would have made the team if my arm didn't hurt. What if I would have sucked anyways? Who knows, right? But thankfully, my friends helped me get back on track. I was at the lowest point in my life at the beginning of this winter break, and they were extremely caring, such as the time when I had an emotional breakdown at 4 a.m., and instead of sleeping, they sat next to me and tapped me on the back for a really, really long time. Also, they were brutally honest, almost to the point of cruelty, which is something I love about. Anyways, one of my friends told me, Teddy, you should just quit ping pong. Focus on something else, like school. You said it yourself, you don't have the motivation to play anymore. What's the point of wasting your life? And however harsh that sounded, it was exactly what I needed. To see the other side, see what my life would be like if I quit my goal. And in their own way, they made me realize that even though I wasn't motivated at that moment, it would come back later stronger later. I don't even know what I'm saying. Come back later stronger than ever. And right now, I'm still very depressed about nationals and everything, but You know, it's a process to recover, and I'm not going to rush it. And I'm eternally grateful for my friends for bringing me back on track. I learned a lot from my year off of school and having depressing results 2 nationals in a row. I learned that people are always going to doubt your dreams, but that doesn't mean you have to. On the contrary, it just means you have to believe in them even more, because if you don't, who will? Before, I had a picture of what I wanted my life to be like. I wanted to win cadets, and then juniors, and then men's, and then make the Olympics. And now that picture isn't gonna happen, but it's okay, because sometimes the picture isn't traditional. But really, who cares what the picture looks like? Who cares? Gap Talks theme this year is about choices, and even though not all of us have a choice to quit junior year of high school, we all have a choice every moment of our lives. And that is to have faith, even when it seems like we are losing all of our battles. And I know, it's really scary, but I think we should. And I'd like to end with a quote that really touches me by Jesse Owens, who is a 4-time gold medalist. The battles that count aren't the ones for gold medals. The struggles within yourselves, the invisible, inevitable battles inside all of us, that's where it's at. Giving up on yourself, it's the easiest thing to do. Anyone can do it. But to keep it together and continue on when everyone else will understand if you fell apart, that's true strength. Thank you.